Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Sure is beautiful country, fella. Should have come here years ago. Well, just a little further to the water. I'll give you a drink there. All right.
Good shooting. I think we better find a place to camp.
The river not far from here, Kemo Sabe. There's plenty of shade and water there.
All right, we'll go there.
There he is, watering his horse.
You couldn't ask for a better shot.
It's like taking candy from a baby. All right, let's get back to the ranch before we're missed.
Tonto! It's time to eat!
Me come, Kemo Sabe. Kemo Sabe, plenty of man in river. Dead, Kemo Sabe?
No, he's still alive. He's been shot. We've got to get that bullet out fast.
Oh, somebody shot me.
Take it easy, son.
Mask. Was it you?
No, we didn't put that bullet in you, but we're going to have to take it out.
Who are you?
Me pull you out of river.
But if you didn't shoot me, who did?
That's what you're going to have to tell us. After we take care of that wound.
Oh.
Ain't hurt plenty. You bite on this. How boy feel now, Kemo Sabe?
Oh, he's asleep. I think we'd better let him rest for a while.
It's good thing him pass out when you probe for bullet. Him not feel pain so much.
Tonto, let me take a look at that bullet. And it was fired from a .30 caliber rifle. At least we have something to go on.
You think whoever shoot at him may be still somewhere nearby?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Maybe it's a good idea for me to go take a look around. Make sure nobody see us pull boy from river.
You do that. I'd better stay here and keep an eye on the young fellow.
Maybe back soon. You're right, Scout. Look like we on wild goose chase. Now we go back now.
Did you find anything, Tonto?
Nothing, Kemo Sabe. Me ride 2 or 3 miles upstream, follow trail along riverbank.
And there was no sign of where the ambusher was hiding?
No tracks, Kemo Sabe. Me look everywhere, but ground very rocky.
We'll just have to wait till the boy wakes up before we get any more information. In the meantime, we better make some coffee. You may want it.
Sure tastes good. Guess I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you two. And how I can ever thank you.
No need for thanks. Just tell us who you are and why somebody wanted to kill you.
I can answer the first part, but not the second. My name is Kip Holloway. I was on my way to visit my grandfather. Maybe you've heard of him. His name is Chad Banion.
Chad Banion. Him run biggest spread in this territory.
This is your first trip west, isn't it?
I'm afraid so, mister. My mother married a man from Boston, so I lived all my life there. My folks died last year, and Granddad said it was high time I paid him a visit.
Who else knew you were coming here?
Just about everybody, I guess. See, it's sort of a celebration. Granddad's getting married next week. A real nice old gal named Emmy Corkle. She's his housekeeper. They both wrote me and wanted me to come out for the ceremony.
And you have no idea who tried to shoot you?
I haven't the faintest. I caught a glimpse of two men on the bluff, but of course I don't know who they were. Look, could I borrow one of your horses? I really ought to be on my way.
You're not going anywhere, Kip. That wound needs time to heal.
But Granddad will be expecting me.
When word gets out that you're still alive, whoever ambushed you may try again. We can't let that happen. Tonto, I want you to ride to his grandfather's ranch. Tell Mr. Banion what happened.
Me do, Kemo Sabe.
Tell him to send back some men he can trust, so Kip will have a safe escort back to the ranch.
He ride fast. Be back soon.
Chad, you've been pacing out there all afternoon. You're not going to bring Kip here any faster by wearing that game leg of yours down to a stump.
Well, he's late, Emmy. I'm afraid something's happened to him.
I'll stop you fretting. After all, the boy's a stranger to our roads. It's bound to take him longer than it would one of your own men.
I reckon you're right, Emmy. It's just that well, he's the only kinfolks that I got. And I ain't never seen him before.
Well, I don't blame you for being impatient. I reckon I'm near as anxious to see him as you are.
Oh, it's going to be real nice when he gets here, Emmy. Just the three of us running this spread together. My new wife, and my very own grandson. Gives a fellow a reason to want to start living all over again. Is that him coming, Emmy?
No, Chad. Just a couple of the hands coming in from the range.
Oh.
Hey, where you boys been all day? Ain't seen hide and a hair of you.
Me and Duke been out in the north pasture, Miss Corkle. The fence needed mending.
Oh, well, then you better head on over to the bunkhouse. You're going to miss your grub.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's time for your grub, too.
Emmy, how can I eat until
Now. We'll have our supper right out here on the porch. You can watch for the boy just as well sitting down as you can standing up.
What?
And I don't want no more back talk out of you, Chad Banion. Chad, you're not eating enough to keep a hummingbird alive.
Emmy, look.
No, Chad. It ain't your grandson. Less than Kip's an Indian.
Well, welcome, Indian. Something we can do for you?
Me have message for Chad Banion.
Well, I'm Chad Banion.
My message for you alone.
Well, now, this is my housekeeper, Emmy Corkle. Next week, she's going to be my wife. So anything you say to me, you can say to her.
That's all right, then.
Out with it, Indian. What's the message?
2 men tried to kill your grandson.
Kill Kip?
Oh, no.
Bullet hit him in shoulder, knock him from horse into river. Me see him in water and pull him out.
Well, where's he now?
My friend stay with him along river. Him lose plenty blood.
You sure he's safe?
Him safe. My friend not leave him.
Indian, I can't tell you how grateful we are to you for saving his life.
Well, what I can't understand is who'd want to shoot him.
Why, he has no enemies out here. The boy's a stranger to these parts.
My friend say you send somebody bring boy back safe. When word get out him still alive, men who try to shoot him maybe try again.
The Indian's right, Emmy. We must send some of our men to bring Kip in.
But how do you know you can trust them?
Our own men.
Now, easy, Chad. After all, you've been riding him kind of hard lately. Maybe a couple of the boys worked up a grudge against you and tried to take it out on your grandson.
Well, then I'm going after him myself. Game leg or no game leg.
You'll do nothing of the sort.
What?
You wouldn't last half a mile.
Well, I've got to send somebody, Emmy. Somebody I can trust.
And that's exactly who is going, Chad. Now, you keep your setting. I ain't no powder puff female, but back on my pappy's farm, I was right-handy with a gun when I had to be. You and me'll bring that boy back safe.
Emmy, you're just a woman.
Shh, now, hush up, Chad. In another week, Kip will be my grandson, too. Reckon I got a right to help save his life. When do we leave, Indian?
It be dark soon. Bet we wait till morning. Me find trail faster then.
Fair enough. We leave at daybreak. Now, you come on up here and get yourself some grub. I'll get you a clean plate. Why, your ribs must be near stuck together from hunger.
And tell me all about my grandson, Indian. All about him.
How far is it from here?
Half day's ride, maybe. Boy, be back by nightfall. Horse is plenty thirsty.
Can't say as I blame him. It's a sticky hot day. How much further?
5, 6 miles, maybe. Scout, what's the matter?
That horse of yours is sure a nervous critter. What's ailing him?
Him trying to tell me something. Me think maybe somebody follow us.
You act like that horse could talk.
Him tell me when danger near.
Well, you may be right, Indian. Still, how could anyone be following us? Nobody even knows we left the ranch. Anyways, we're here, so we might as well get on.
This surely ain't Lawson.
No, this is where they watered their horses. Look at those hoof prints. Let's keep moving.
What is it now, Indian?
We hear sound on trail behind us.
Could be the wind.
No, not wind. Me hear horses coming.
Now you got me worried. Are you sure you're not imagining things?
Let me show you. We take cover.
I sure hope you're wrong. If we're being followed, it means real trouble.
We find out plenty soon. Listen.
Looks like they left a trail here.
It means they're getting closer to the kid. We'll catch up with them fast if we want to finish them off.
There must be men who tried to kill Boy.
I'm afraid you're right.
We take them prisoner, not give them a second chance.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Tracks go off there.
You reach fast.
No, Indian. You do the reaching. And drop that gun. Now.
What went wrong, Ma?
That horse of the Indians was just too smart. It warned him you were coming.
Why you do this?
Wasn't much else I could do, Indian, when these two idiot sons of mine bungled the job I sent them out on.
But, Ma, like we told you last night, we were sure he was dead.
Double dead. Cash put a bullet in him and he fell into the river.
These your sons?
Yeah, but Chad Banyan don't know it. You see, they got kind of long prison records. So have I, for that matter. But I figured what Chad didn't know wouldn't hurt him.
So that is. You marry Mr. Banyan so ranch come to you someday.
That's right. Me and my boys. And I ain't aiming to share it with no Eastern tenderfoot neither. Once he's out of the way, I'll be next of kin.
You'll never get ranch now. Me not take you, the boy.
I think you will. There's ways of persuading you. Cash?
Not talk. Ain't no use, Ma. He ain't gonna lead us to that kid.
Looks like we're beat, Ma.
Not quite. Maybe if that horse of his was smart enough to warn him, it's smart enough to lead us to where the kid is. Tie and gag the Indian. All right, horse, you know where to take him. Lead the way. Yeah!
Good boy, Silver.
Mister, that's the finest horse I've ever seen.
He's more than that, Kip. A faithful friend. Many's the time he saved my life. All right, Silver. Let's see if you can do that new trick I taught you. Come on, boy. All right, Silver. When I snap my fingers and raise my hands, you rear up and come at me. All right, boy? Good boy, Silver. I knew you could.
That's a wonderful horse. I'm getting kind of worried. Shouldn't Tonto be back by now with some of Granddad's men?
It's too soon to worry, Kip. Let's give Tonto a few more hours.
Now, what's that horse stop for?
Give him time. He's led us this far. He'll know the way to go. I figure we must be getting pretty close to where the kid is hidden. The Indian told me when we stopped to water the horses it was only 5 or 6 miles.
What about the Indian? Still out cold?
Dead to the world. I must have hit him even harder than I thought. Come on, boy. Show us the way.
Pretty smart, Indian. But you'll pay for this.
No use, Ma. That horse took off like grease lightning. Must be more than a mile from here by now.
Yes, and headed for the kid and who's ever with him. I don't like it, Ma. Why don't we finish off the Indian and get out of here while we still got a chance?
What's the matter with you two, anyway? Sure, we're in trouble. Sure, that horse will head for the kid and his friend. But there's one thing the horse can't tell him, and that's how many of us are coming.
What good'll that do us?
Plenty of good. We are going to set a little trap, and the kid and his friend are going to walk right into it. Only this time, I'll make sure the Indian won't get a chance to warn him.
Don't bother, Ma.
I wish I could do that. Don't you ever worry? Tonto should have been here long ago.
Worry won't get him here any sooner, Kip. Patience, mate.
Looks like him coming now.
Scout, something's happened to Tonto.
Wonder what happened.
Scout's trying to tell us something. Town has been attacked. They'll probably follow Scout's trail here. We'd better take cover and be ready for an emergency.
They've got Tonto.
Don't worry. They won't have him for long. Hold it. Drop your guns and get over there. Get off your horses. Hurry up. You. This side. Watch them, Kip, while I look after Tonto. You all right, Tonto?
Where woman?
What woman?
I'm right behind you, mister. All right, boy. Drop that gun. Drop it or I'll put a bullet in you.
Better do as she says, Kip.
Well, I'm glad you show more sense than the kid, mister. Now, drop yours. The three of you, line up over there. Get...
Who are you, anyway?
Why, I'm Emmy Corkle, Kip. Your new grandma to be.
You and Granddad both wrote you wanted me to come out here.
I had to. How else could I be sure of getting rid of you?
These are sons, Kip. She wants you dead, so she be next of kin. Then she own all of ranch.
Surely you're not going to kill these men. They've done you no harm.
Harm enough to cost them their lives.
How will you explain Kip's death to his grandfather?
Easy. I found him dead. Killed by a masked man who was waiting to ambush me and the Indians. He got the Indian, but I got him.
Very convincing, Mrs. Corkle. But it won't work.
No. You think you've got a way out of it?
Yes, I know I have.
Well, you've got me interested, mister. How?
Just by snapping my fingers.
Snap 'em.
Thanks. I will.
Look out, Ma!
Now, Mrs. Corkle, you and your boys have a date with the sheriff. On your feet.
And it was Emmy who wanted you killed, boy. When I think of how she looked after me these last 5 years, it just don't make sense.
That was all part of her plan, Mr. Banyan. First to win your confidence, and then to win your ranch.
You're all I've got left now, boy. You will stick with me, though, won't you?
You bet I'm sticking, Granddad. I just hope I'm good enough to help you with this spread.
You'll do a fine job, Kip. Well, it's time Tonto and I were riding on. Adios.
Bye.
I'm sure grateful to those two men, boy. If they hadn't come along when they did, you'd be dead by now. And so would I, like as not.
They're one of the main reasons I like the West so much, Granddad, because it has men like them.
You know, I never even got a chance to ask that masked fellow's name. Do you know what it is?
You bet I do. The Indian told me. He's the man they call the Lone Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver!